Hey everyone, this is Jan, and you are watching a little daily indie game dev for Tuesday the 14th of July 2026. Check this out. For the last 2 days, I've been just playtesting, working through some dialogue dead ends that I found, and just, discovering some new bugs. Unfortunately, there's one bug that is really pernicious. That is, every now and again, when I start up Unreal Engine, and let's say I go here where I can dive, and then that button, or I go over here and this prompts me that I can save here, but the button for saving doesn't work. And every time that happens, it always seems to go away, which makes it really hard to find. But this time, paying a little bit more attention, I noticed that it's really the button not seemingly working at all, because if you just look in the top left, is interacting, does not appear, and that was the clue. And so I am on the hunt, trying to figure out why sometimes things don't register. It's bizarre. Another bug I found, can I make it? No. Another bug I found is I've got this new prompt. I like it a lot. Then I think, of course, I've gone through like having a gamepad, and then I make this prompt for the player with the 4 buttons. Could be a little bit more clearer. Probably needs inserts for different kinds of controllers, or just something really UI basic so it's very legible. And all of a sudden, when I make my way all the way to the other side of the screen where the cave is, I can activate it because there's a save point there, but then when I walk away from the save point, it does not turn itself off. And when I go into the cave and have a conversation, all of a sudden it appears on top of the profile of the person I'm talking to. Just very strange. At first I didn't get it, and I thought well, what could this be? Madness. But then I realized that my blueprint for info, this right here, this is the same. This is really a bool to trigger a particular animation. And so this animation is also used in dialogue. So that could be the conflict. So I added an extra check. When you are in dialogue, this is talking gets triggered. So we just have to check and make sure that's false. And then we can do this. What else have I been doing? Been back at the office this week. I'm going to be there all week. I've got my my laptop here, keeping my thoughts organized while I'm at work, because it's not very busy for me at the moment, and just writing down a bunch of stuff. And if I just have a quick look at it right here, what can I think about while I'm at the office and I cannot get in there and have a look at the code and fix things? So I started thinking a lot more about the vibe and the atmosphere and the story of the game, as simple as it is. Just basic stuff like, well, why is the player here? So in the dialogue, you learn that he escaped and he's on the run. And then I started thinking, maybe I should just have a scene that, instead of talking about it, I should just start the game with a scene where you get to do the escaping. And so this level is very much the work in progress level where I've been building all these gameplay mechanics. But when it comes to the actual game being put together, when it comes to the story, instead of having text to open up, which I already have in dialogue, there should simply be like a show, don't tell, show where he's escaping from, show who's he's escaping from, came from. Just a very quick, he's captured at his home, so this is what he's lost. He's on the caravan being taken somewhere. He escapes. These are the people he's escaping from. So when you see them again, oh, these are the bad guys, right? Just very quick scenes. Of course, it's just going to take forever to probably put together, I'm afraid. I need to write this down. Another thing I thought of the last 2 days is a little bit more social media, and making sure that more and more people find out or have the opportunity to find out about the game. Got my YouTube. You guys are here. Thank you very much for subscribing. We got a bunch of new subscribers. But I was thinking, since the goal is to set up a Steam page and to have a demo, but why not already have a practice run at it and set up an itch.io page? That takes some doing. Don't have a demo yet, but it seems to be a bit more, because it's also for not just for developers, but people who just buy stuff. They can have their own itch.io page. So tasks I can focus on that are not just being stuck in this over here. My mighty data table for the conversation with the lady, which I have been expanding to. Where are we at? 155 lines of dialogue. There's a bunch of dead ends still I have to track down. And I almost wish I knew more about data tables, that I could put it together, because I'd really want to have the feature very simple over here. Okay, so this one, as you can see, I'll probably have to zoom in a little bit. This one will take you to 2_2. So I go like this, 2_2, either a search in my notes over here, or I go here, there it is, click on it, and then that's the next one. I really wish we just have a button here that takes me directly, that does the search for me. It just takes me directly there. I have all this, right? I really wish be able to just push a button and all this would be organized in a chronological way of reading that particular branch and thread of the data table. Anyway, lots of things on this Tuesday. Hope you guys are all well. Let me know what you think of some of the things mentioned. If you have a project of your own, please just add it down below so I can come check out what you're up to. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.